Welcome to RedCastle Outdoors. My name is Erin and I'm in the kitchen in our home, and I'm going to show you how we cook our trout. We've got our fillets ready right here, done by Isaac. 1 egg and a little bit of milk, and I actually got this on sale. It's panko breadcrumbs, Parmesan herb. Usually you can use it for chicken, but these things are kind of like a quick, amazing pre-made thing that you can use for your trout. Take a slab of this butter. I am using a cast iron skillet with the ceramic coating on it. It's from Our Place. It's probably the best pan I've ever used. It's really good, lasts forever. But so here's our first one. Just gonna coat it in that, and then this is just like a messy job. So just gonna coat it in the breadcrumb, the panko crumb. We've posted in the past using soda crackers, which is really good. This gives you really crunchy coating on it. It's just a different style. If you cook a lot of trout, then you're gonna want to switch it up and try something new. I just make sure it's kind of sticking on everywhere. I usually put skin down. I feel like it's easier to tell when you need to flip it over, and make sure there's lots of butter in there. This is not a low calorie thing, but it's yummy and that's what counts. We are doing some zucchini and crookneck squash. And then in our oven, I have some potatoes. If you like to be extra, you can go back in again on the egg, then go back in the Parmesan panko bread mixture, and you'll notice that it's like double coated compared to the other ones. Loki, buddy boy.
He wants some fish.
Our little kitty, Loki, he loves to be in the kitchen. Honestly, loves to be wherever we're at. Every time we eat, he has to eat, so he gets very triggered. The trout's gonna have a nice crispy golden brown edge, so that's your sign that you're on the right track. If you would like your trout to be more evenly coated, you can tell there's a little bit of kind of blotchy on the trout.
Like gaps?
Yeah, like just not all covered in very well. You can use a blender or a food processor and just make this a little bit finer. Panko naturally comes like a little bit bigger crumbs. I think it tastes good either way, but if you like it just more thinly coated, then do some processing. You could make our trout mix and then combine it with something like this, like a pre-made breading. I can't remember when we got started into this, but I think we just got one and we're like, oh, that should be good. We should try that. And we just started using it. So we use that. We use just our normal recipe. We combine them.
Ritz crackers sometimes.
We do Ritz crackers. Oh, it's fun to get adventurous. We've done some really, really weird things. This is the best, so stick to something like this. Should not mix trout with jam. All right, these suckers are done. I just sliced up potatoes, and then I melted some butter and brushed on the potatoes when they're laid out. And then I sprinkled seasoned salt, some Parmesan, and then I grated some Parmesan cheese, which I'll just put a little bit more on because more cheese the better, right? You can just do just the Parmesan cheese. You don't have to do fresh. And they'll go great with our fish. Tastes yummy. You'll notice that these fish are not curling on the sides of the tails or anything. That is because they were caught yesterday. When you catch fish and cook it right straight away, they do a lot of curling, are really hard to coat.
All right, so Erin just finished cooking these amazing trout. They look so good. Now for the ultimate test. I'm gonna have my 18-year-old Evie give these a try and see how she likes them. How is it?
Rats.
If you didn't catch that reference, go back and watch our original video on how to cook a trout. It's called Amazing Trout Recipe. We did it about, 13 years ago? Anyways, if you like this content, give us a thumbs up, a like, subscribe to us, and we'll catch you on the next one.